With that said, Hakeem Butler finally inks his contract to come to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was the biggest name that wasn't at rookie minicamp. Everybody made a big deal out of that one. Where's Hakeem Butler? Why isn't the XFL guy here? From what I heard, he wasn't able to actually attend rookie minicamp and join the Steelers until OTAs. I've been told the other side of that since then, saying maybe that's not totally accurate. I don't know what side is true. All I know is that he's here. The XFL announced it yesterday. Hakeem Butler signs with the Steelers. He's not part of the 90-man roster. Everybody's assuming that this guy is immediately going to make the team. I don't think that's the case. I think it's a very loaded wide receiver room. What are your thoughts? Do you think this guy is a star or another prove-it piece?
I'm kind of with you. I think he has some talent. Like, you don't score 8 touchdowns. You don't lead any football league in touchdowns without having a little bit of talent. But I'm just not sure what he brings to the table that the Steelers don't already have. Big body, can go up and catch contested balls. Steelers got a couple guys like that. I don't know. Between like Pickens and even maybe to a certain extent Miles Boykin. I don't want to count him out completely, but and Allen Robinson too. I'd probably even put him in that discussion a little bit. But yeah, he's a receiver. He's not a guy who's gonna wow you on special teams. It doesn't seem like, doesn't have crazy speed. It doesn't. I'm just not sure what he brings to the table that the Steelers don't already have there. So to me, it seems like an uphill battle for him to not just make the roster, but to be kind of an impact player. But who knows? Like it's receiver. We've seen stars break out or guys break out before, but
True.
I don't know. I'm not super sure what. Like you said, people think this guy could be a star. I'm not as sold on that.
Yeah, I think it's too early for this. Like, there's a reason that these XFL stars are playing in the XFL. Does that mean that they can't transition into the regular NFL? No, I think that the spring league is a good opportunity to kind of continue to progress. A lot of these guys don't progress as rookies. They don't get opportunities afterwards. Maybe that's the case with Hakeem Butler, but still, eight touchdowns is cool. It means that he's a red zone threat. It means that he can play the slot. He's a big body. The Steelers are looking for those, but I think it's going to be hard for a guy to come in here and say, I am the 5th best wide receiver, unless he's really good at special teams. Like, you're going to have to beat out Miles Boykin as a gunner. You're going to have to beat out Gunnar Olszewski as a gunner. Anthony Miller as a practice squad guy. Just if you run down the list, like George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Calvin Austin, Allen Robinson, and then you might keep 2 more. So maybe you keep Miles Boykin, and then you're, I guess, sticking with Hakeem Butler if that's the case. But even at that, you're the 6th best wide receiver on this team. I just don't think it's a given. Is it exciting that he's here for the summer? 100%. Like, it's cool to see the Steelers grab the top wide receiver in the XFL, a big body guy who kind of resembles Allen Robinson, and say, let's see if we could turn this guy into something. But at the same time, like, my expectations are low. I'm not really looking at this guy as a 53-man roster guy yet. I just look at him as, it's exciting. It's an exciting name. It's an Anthony Miller to bring into the summer and say, maybe this guy's a stud. Maybe he's not.
I feel like at the very least, we're going to enjoy watching him at training camp. Like, he's going to make some ridiculous catches at training camp and everyone's going to be, all over him saying, oh, you're telling me that's not a 53-man roster?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, he did it in shorts and shoulder pads
in training camp. Yeah. It's the Gunnar Olszewski of last year. Remember, like, Gunnar should have been the MVP of the league last year. If we were judging off of OTAs in training camp, 100%. Yeah. But maybe that's him, but maybe he does shine in the preseason. We'll see. I wouldn't hold a very high ground on Hakeem Butler and say that during training camp he's going to get a lot of reps with Kenny Pickett or any of that. I would say he's getting a lot of Mitch Trubisky reps, a lot of Mason Rudolph reps, and maybe he earns a spot on the team, but I don't know. I think the Steelers have their guys. They're just kind of bringing in tryouts.